What is up, guys? Today, just watched the movie Candyman, directed by Nia DaCosta, sorry if I butchered that name up, and produced by Jordan Peele. It is a spiritual sequel to the classic horror film Candyman, which was in 1992. Stars Yahya Abdul Atin II, Tanoia Paris, and Colman Domingo. Sorry if I butcher those names up again. I have to say, this movie, going into it, I did not know if it was either going to be a reboot or like the situation with Halloween. Somewhat soft reboot, the franchise of Halloween. 2 and 3 are non-canon anymore, basically, for this movie. It does give details of the first movie, which I love, and the way how they do it and present it is honestly a great stylistic choice from an artistic perspective. I'm glad that Jordan Peele hired Nia DaCosta for this, because holy mother, I have full confidence that her directing ability will make a great impact on Captain Marvel sequel. I can't wait to see more of her work. Seriously, there's a lot of talent within Nia DaCosta if you see this film. But strong recommendation, if you have not seen the original or forgot some of the plot within the original Candyman, I strongly advise you watch it. Now, that being said, is it better than the original? I wouldn't say it's better than the original. I felt like it was trying to somewhat copy the same formula, but wasn't there at the time. Wasn't sticking the landing at most parts, in which in the original, the character for Helene, they both have this sort of same story, not story arc in a way, but like how they're presented in a way. I don't know if that's a great depiction of what I'm saying. So with Helen in the original, she's a reporter who's looking into this story, the urban legend of Candyman. And so she goes down this rabbit hole and eventually kind of screws her over. Same kind of thing happens with the main character in a way, but the reason why he's going down this rabbit hole is more for like an artistic point of view. Characters in this movie are great. I feel like the comedy in this actually stuck the landing for a lot of scenes. There's a character in this movie who was a little bit of the comic relief. I honestly felt like that there was going to be a point in the movie where comedy coming from him would have been too much, including for certain scenes. But no, honestly, the comedy for him actually works really well. This movie had a big message and themes behind it, as well as like gentrification, racial profiling, racial injustice. And honestly, like, it's not subtle with it, but it wasn't irritating at all, because if you've watched the original Candyman, that is basically the origin for Candyman. You know, he fell in love with a white lady during slavery times. She had a baby with them, and that's what got him killed in the most horrific way imaginable. And honestly, watching this movie, it made me felt like, you know, Candyman's not even the villain of this story. He was actually never the villain. Oh yeah, he kills people because they say his name 5 times. But that's more because he's getting vengeful. And I don't want to hear somebody talk about like, oh man, this movie's too political or too racially motivated. If you have not seen the original at all, then don't bother watching it. So if you're going to hate that idea for this movie, you're going to absolutely hate the original. Now, were there problems with the movie? I would say there would be a little bit of problem. I felt like for a little bit, it felt too slow at the beginning. And also at the end, I felt like it kind of got rushed from my point of view. But honestly, if I were to give this movie a rating, I'd say it's a 8.5 out of 10. That's how I'd rank it. Anyways, if you happen to watch the new Candyman 2021, I suggest recommending it to anyone who's into horror movies. And let me know what you thought about the movie down below in the comments. See you next time.
Candyman.
Say his name.
Candyman!